जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गंधर्विका गिरिधारी जीव की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री राधा नयननाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तत्र संचिशिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तत्र संचिशिला भक्ति दैत माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तत्र संचिशिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंसा शिल गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिशिला सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्णा गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवदीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्व विघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम मास की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम व्रता की जय। जय व्रता पालनकारी भक्त वृंद की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर परमानंदे हरि बोल। वंदे हम श्री गुरु श्रीयुता पदकमला श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितंश्च श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol 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 Hari Bol. We are observing Purushottam Vrata. Purushottam month is the most auspicious month, fully transcendental. Even the sun becomes Krishna in this month, and you will get more devotional benefit of doing bhajan in this month. And if you neglect, then you will get more bad reaction. You will have to suffer. So devotees, they don't want to waste any time. They always want to serve Krishna. And in this Purushottam month, Radha Krishna are the object of worship. Of course, for Gauriya Vaishnavas that is always, but even for Swanishta followers, in this month they have to worship Radha Krishna. Radha Krishna means in Vrindavan. Dvibhuja Muralidharam, to handed and flute, and with Radha we heard that glory of Purushottam month. But for devotees, Gauriya Vaishnavas, that is always. Only some extra practices we have. And Brahma also, he rejected Krishna. I know about Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord has 4 hands. Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. But this is an ordinary cowherd boy. Only 2 hands. And no any opulence. He rejected. Then ultimately when he surrendered, then he could realize by Krishna's grace, as we heard. And now he's offering prayers to Krishna. Last time we heard, my dear Lord, is very most important verse. My Lord, if one is favored by even a slight trace of the mercy of your lotus feet, he can understand the greatness of your personality. But those who speculate to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead are unable to know you, even though they continue to study the Vedas for many years. One is ascending process or inductive process. By your own effort, by your own intelligence, even by studying the Vedas, you think you can know about Supreme Lord. But that is not possible. Because he is Supreme Person, Purushottam. So no one can know him unless he graces him. He has to reveal himself. So that is called deductive process or descending process. Aroha Panta and Avaroha Panta. Two. Someone trying to go up, to reach. That is not possible. But when Supreme Lord descends, then that you can know. That is mercy sampradaya. Tadastu me nata sabhuri bhago bhavetra vanyatra tu va tirascham yena ham ekopi bhava jananam bhutva nisheve tava pada pallavam. My dear Lord, I therefore pray to be so fortunate that in this life as Lord Brahma or in another life, wherever I take my birth, I may be counted as one of your devotees. I pray that wherever I may be, even amongst the animal species, I can engage in devotional service to your lotus feet. There are many prayers by devotees in this way. Even Mahaprabhu, he told, Mama Janmani Janmanishwari. Birth after birth I may take, no problem, but let me be your devotee. And Vritasur prayer, here Brahma and Mahaprabhu's associates, so many. Even our Bhaktivinoda Thakur is a Kita Janma Ho Prabhu Jatatu Vadas. Bahir Mukho Brahma Janme Nahiyash. I may be born as an insect, Kito, but your servant. But I don't want to be born as Brahma, being averse to you. Then Krishna said in the commentary, O Brahma, crest jewel of all knowers of sadhana and sadhya, that is practice and goal. What is your desire after describing jnana and bhakti in your prayers? Consider carefully Brahma and pray for the most valuable thing. Indicating himself as a servant, Brahma replies to Shri Krishna. Already throughout all the prayers, Brahma is giving comparison between jnana process and bhakti process, and he fully explains that by that jnana process one cannot attain ultimate goal of life. So, indicating himself as a servant, Brahma replies to Shri Krishna, O Master Nath, yes, I have discerned the most auspicious thing of all. Whether I get a high birth as Lord Brahma or a low birth as a deer, for many births with no chance for liberation, since I will lose the opportunity to attain bhakti, I pray to take birth as one of your devotees, either advanced or neophyte. But the thing is, I should have devotion to you. Even Kanishta Adhikari, he has firm faith in Supreme Lord, that he is eternal and he is deity form and he is worshipping. That is also better than Jnani, who does not have that faith and that devotion. Jnanis, they want to be liberated, but devotees, they don't mind taking birth. only they want to get the service of Krishna. The following is an outline of Brahma's prayers. In the first verse of this chapter, Brahma expresses the excellence of the Lord's sweetness. Before he could not understand, but now he said, your foot is in your left hand, and peacock feather, and flute, and so soft feet, and horn, and earrings, gunjamala, and lightning color cloth, and complexion like monsoon dark cloud. In the second verse and 30th verses, praising the Lord's power, Brahma exhibited a mixture of bhakti and jnana. Because here there is some Aishwarya mood there. How he's working, and his Purushavattaras, you are Narayan, you are cause of everything, I'm in your womb, you are my mother, all those he described, Mahavishnu, Garbhodesh. So there is some awe and reverence. In the third verse, Jnane Prayasam verse, he concludes that bhakti is superior. In the 8th verse, he shows the supremacy of pure bhakti to Krishna. In the 19th and 27th verses, he derides Kevala Gyan, means exclusive Gyan, without any devotion. In the 4th and 5th verses, Brahma shows the uselessness of Kevala Gyan and the success of Kevala Bhakti. Like by Kevala Bhakti you can attain Krishna, who is otherwise unconquerable, unattainable. But you can, with Bhakti you can. But with Jnana it is like beating empty husk of rice. You will not get any rice. You cannot get actual satisfaction, because Krishna is all bliss and you cannot get him, so that is useless endeavor. In the 28th and 29th verses, he discusses Jnana mixed with Bhakti. In the 24th verse, he discusses Shanta Bhakti to Paramatma, we heard. And in the 30th verse, he discusses Dasya Bhakti. From the 31st verse, Brahma, having submerged in the ocean of Krishna's sweetness, praises the devotees immersed in Vatsalya Raga, or parental love, and other intimate relationships with the Lord. Raga mark. That is purely in Vrindavan. They are not seeing Krishna as God, but some intimate, delightful relation is there. So that he will now say. There is no knowledge that he is creator and controller, no. Ahoti dhanya braja go aramanyah stanyamritam pitam ativa te muda yasam vibho vatsa taratma jatmana yat tripta yedyapi na chalam advaraha. O Almighty Lord, how greatly fortunate are the cows and ladies of Vrindavan, the nectar of whose breast milk you have happily drunk to your full satisfaction, taking the form of their calves and children. All the Vedic sacrifices performed from time immemorial up to the present day have not given you as much satisfaction. From time immemorial means anadikal, means from beginning of creation. Vedic sacrifices. Krishna himself is telling in Chaitanya Charitamrita, I am not satisfied with this Vaidhi Bhakti. Even if Brahma and Shiva, they are speaking very nice verses in my praise with awe and reverence, I am not as much happy as when gopis, they criticize me. They chastise me, rebuke me, they speak bad about me. Because that is out of love and Krishna is satisfied. So here also Krishna drank the milk from his devotees directly. So that sacrifice we are offering, that is not so satisfying to Krishna as when he is directly drinking milk from his devotees of this type, Vrindavan type devotees. In commentary, Brahma prayed, though totally unqualified, I have prayed to become your devotee. If you wish, you may fulfill it. Certainly it is not proper for me to pray to attain the elevated stage of your devotees engaged in this spontaneous attraction of Vatsalya Bhav and other moods. I can only praise them. I cannot pray to become like them. I can only praise them. That is so high. This is expressed in two verses. Brahma prayed, the cows and gopis of Braja are supremely fortunate. The word aho expresses extreme surprise. You, with your transcendental body, full of eternal bliss and knowledge, have taken the form of the cowherd boys and the calves to drink the nectarian milk from their mothers' breasts with extreme bliss. With each mouthful you experienced ever-increasing bliss. In your form as calves, you could not even tolerate the time it took to milk the cows. Without taking the form of the cowherd boys, it would not have been possible to drink the milk of so many different mothers. And they had desire to feed Krishna in this way. O powerful one, you took many forms out of extreme greed to drink. When Advaita Acharya, he was explaining Bhagavad Gita in his school, and every verse of Bhagavad Gita he was explaining as devotion to Krishna. There are many options for commentaries, so like a gradual and then coming to devotion, but he explained every verse as relating to devotion, but sometimes some verses he could not understand. Then he was fasting and praying to Krishna. Then Krishna in dream, he told him the meaning, how it can be explained as devotion. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared and he was then blessing all devotees, then he also blessed Advaita Acharya and he told him, you know, when you could not understand, I appeared to you in your dream and I told you the meaning. Do you remember? You used to fast until you will not get. So I told you. And I spoke to you about all verses, but except one. So today I will give you meaning of another one verse. So there it is written that Supreme Lord has hands everywhere, feet everywhere, like this. So impersonalists, they explain in a wrong way, like that he is present in all bodies as impersonal. That's some strange. And Mahaprabhu told that is wrong. What they are saying, that is wrong. The meaning is, I am present everywhere with my hands to take the offering of my devotees. And with legs, I am following them and like this. So here, Brahma is telling, you are so greedy and you wanted to take milk from many mothers, their devotees. So you expanded. You took so many forms to get that milk. You could not even miss the nectar from one breast. Every mother he wanted from every. Since they gave you such bliss, there is no doubt that the bodies of the cows and mothers were transcendental, full of eternal knowledge and bliss. All the Vedic sacrifices performed by myself, Brahma, Shiva, and others from time immemorial up to the present day, with perfect actions and mantra chanting, have not given you as much satisfaction. Our Gurudev also gave one example. Once one devotee, she was so much wishing to serve Krishna in motherly affection, she came to Nandagram and kidnapped Krishna from Nandagram. Kidnapped and went to forest, and there, to her full satisfaction, she served Krishna in parental affection. Then when she was fully satisfied, then she said, okay, now I will take you back, because your mother is there. I kidnapped you, so now I will take you back. Now I'm satisfied, I could serve you. Then Krishna said, no need. I am there also with Yashoda. You can keep me. You can serve me. I am there also. Because Krishna can expand. So there is no any limitation for anyone that he cannot get service. Like in this world, if there is crowd, then you cannot come near and you cannot get. I got one call and I put now on silent. There is no limitation in transcendental realm, because Supreme Lord is unlimited, Purna, and Ananta and all this. Our Gurudev explained that before rishis, they were trying for material benefit. And then they saw that will lead to quarrel and fighting. Because fighting for limited things of this world. So then they understood that is not good. Then they diverted their attention to unlimited Supreme Lord. Because infinite minus infinite remains infinite. Does not become zero. Infinite minus infinite is infinite. So Krishna is unlimited. If I attain the service of Krishna, that does not mean that others will be deprived. Innumerable jivas, they can get service of Krishna, and there is no any problem, and there can be no any fighting. But in this world, we are fighting for limited objects. So that is inevitable. For gas, oil, everything, and for worldly, for name and fame, for everything we are fighting. But those who are devotees, they have connection with unlimited Supreme Lord and they are fully happy, they are never afraid that someone else will come and will then I will be deprived. Have and have nots. There is always fighting between haves and have nots. Those who have and those who don't have. Always fighting. But if unlimited jivas attain Supreme Lord, then there is no problem. There is no fighting. So they are preaching, devotees, everywhere they are preaching without any hesitation. They are preaching about Krishna's service and everyone can get. So that lavish sacrifices, we are not satisfied with that. You are not satisfied. And Krishna also himself said so. He told, therefore, I want to distribute this Braja Prem to everyone. That was his wish. And we are so fortunate. We are born in this Kali Yuga when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving that Braja Prem. And you can attain that by Raga Marg practice. But you have to come to that level. First you have to do in a regulated manner devotional practice. Then when that Ruchi will appear for particular type of devotion in Vrindavan to Krishna, then you will enter into Raga Marg and by that practice you can attain Brajadham. Aho Bhagyam Nanda Gopa Vrajau Kasam Yan Mitram Parama Anandam Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. How greatly fortunate are Nanda Maharaj, the cowherd man, and all the other inhabitants of Brajabhumi. There is no limit to their good fortune, because the absolute truth, the source of transcendental bliss, the eternal Supreme Brahman, has become their friend. Yesterday when I was in Pula, I was speaking about how to attain ultimate goal of life by chanting Mahamantra given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because that topic came that Brahma, he appreciated this Vrindavan Lila. And at that point I was explaining what is the difference between Aishwarya, that opulence, and Vrindavan. And then also Tapasi Maharaj at the end, he told that yes, by the grace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu we can get that Braja Prem, and it is by chanting without offenses. So on this point I elaborated yesterday. That recording also is on my wall. You can see that is very nice. If you want to hear about the process, how to attain, then you are requested to listen that. After praising, again I will read. How greatly fortunate are Nanda Maharaj, the cowherd man, and all the other inhabitants of Brajabhumi. There is no limit to their good fortune, because the absolute truth, the source of transcendental bliss, the eternal Supreme Brahman, has become their friend. In commentary, after praising the Ragatmika Vatsalya Prema, that is deep, spontaneous parental affection of the Brajavasis, Brahma glorified those with Ragatmika Sakya Prema, Mitram, friends, and all those relishing intimate relationships with the Lord. The neuter case is used instead of the masculine case as a matter of traditional usage. That is some grammatical point. What is Ragatmika? Raga means intense absorption in Krishna and intense desire to serve him. So one who has such rag, he is called Ragatmika. Those are Brajavasis. Nitya Siddha, personal associates of Krishna in Vrindavan, they are called Ragatmikas. Naturally they have rag. So if you hear about their love for Krishna, and if you become greedy to also do such service to Krishna like they are doing in some particular way, then that is qualification for you to start Raganuga. We cannot be Ragatmikas. The Ragatmikas are Brajavasis. But we can become their followers. That is called Raga Anuga. That kind of sadhana will come by the grace of Mahaprabhu and Gurudev when we become qualified in that way to follow Ragatmikas. The word Anandam indicates Brahman as described in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Satyam Vijnanam Anandam Brahma. The supreme reality is divine knowledge and bliss. Satyam is true, means always existing. Sat. Vijnanam, that is knowledge, consciousness. Sat Chit. And Anandam, that is Brahma, means supreme. And Brahma clarified, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha. Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. The word Param is used with it to indicate that Krishna is the basis of Brahman. The word Purnam indicates that Sri Krishna is distinct from the avatara forms who are also Brahma Swarup. They are also all Supreme Lord, Brahma Swarup, but Krishna is the original and all rasas are possible with him. That is why in Vrindavan we are saying in Jayadvani, Jai Dvadash Bon. Bon means forest in Bengali pronunciation. In Sanskrit, Van, Vrindavan. So, Dvadash Bon, 12 forests in Vrindavan, 12 main. Vrindavan, Gokul Mahavan, Talavan, Kadiravan, then Kumudvan, then there are 12 forests. Bahulavan. Our Gurudev used to say all in Jayadvani. Talavan, Kumudvan, that so they are 12 forests. They are representing 12 rasas. Because with Krishna you can have 5 primary rasas. In Vrindavan also Shanta is like stick, his stick and flute and Jamuna like this. Jamuna also has different, but trees, also cows. That is Shanta of Vrindavan. That is different than that of Gyanis and Yogis. This is different. They are conscious and they are serving Krishna. He uses them. But they are fully conscious persons. That flute became person, Bhangshivananda Thakur in Gaur Lila. He's speaking, talking, everything. So 5 rasas, 5 main rasas and 7 secondary rasas. All are possible only in Krishna, not in any other one. Krishna is the friend, but not a temporary friend. Krishna is the eternal friend, Sanatan, of Sridham and others. From this eternal friendship, it is also understood that Sridham and others are also eternal. if I make a statement, he's an excellent Brahmana because his Brahminical qualities are excellent, then the person's excellence is also understood. Similarly, in speaking of the eternality of Krishna's friendship, the friends are also understood to be eternal. This must be explained since the word mitra connotes simply an ordinary friend. In the Sanskrit word mitra, so he clarified Brahma that they are eternal friends of Krishna. Now he could realize his associates also. Before he could not. But now so they are agatmikas. They are eternally and they are non-different from Krishna. That is why it is said that we have to worship Krishna as well as all his devotees. They are also worshipable. Even more we have to worship his devotees. Because that Jiva Goswami wrote, when you chant pure name, that also yesterday I was telling, then Krishna's transcendental name will be revealed, then his form and attributes and pastimes, and in the pastimes there are associates. Associates are also transcendental. And they are non-different from Krishna. They are transcendental, eternal, paraphernalia. And Vrindavan Dham also, all transcendental. And they are non-different from each other, so that we can realize by pure chanting. So here Brahma is also telling, they are eternal. All the inhabitants of Vrindavan ruled by Nanda Maharaj, down to the birds and beasts, were fortunate. What then to speak of Nanda himself and his cowherd men? Who can describe the fortune of those who became the friend of Paramanandam Brahma Sanatanam? It is indescribable, this fortune. The Gopas themselves say, O Nanda, everyone in Braja has uncontrollable attraction to your son, and he has natural affection for us. What is the cause? The cause is that Krishna is Purnam Brahma, the complete absolute truth. Therefore, the inhabitants of Braja give the topmost bliss to Krishna and receive the topmost bliss in return. Witnessing this exchange of love, Lord Brahma repeats the phrase Aho Bhagyam twice to indicate his extreme bliss and astonishment. Bhagya means fortune, Aho Bhagyam. We are also Bhagyam. Why? Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavan Jib. Bhagyavan means one who has good fortune. Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. By that Jiva is wandering through so many species and so many material universes, high position, low, everywhere. But when he is fortunate, means when he gathers enough Sukriti, then he will get the seed of devotion from bona fide Guru by the grace of Krishna. By the grace of Krishna, you will meet such a Guru, and Guru will give you seed of devotion. And we are very fortunate in this Kali Yuga. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving the seed of Braja Prem that will take you to Vrindavan. There you will find Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was explaining to Rupa Goswami that this creeper of devotion you have to water, means this seed. Then creeper will grow and will pierce this universe, will go past through Biraja river, pass through Brahma Jyoti, and also in Vaikuntha will not find its shelter. Though Vaikuntha is eternal, but for those who got this seed of devotion from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this Kali Yuga, that will not get shelter there also, not. Only in Vrindavan, at the lotus feet of Krishna in Vrindavan. And example is, that was the first book. 1 second. That was the first book written by Goswami, Sanatan Goswami. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered 6 Goswamis. Before there was no any books, Gauriya books. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not write any book, no one. But by his order, then 6 Goswamis they were writing. And the first book was Brihad Bhagavatamrita of Sanatan Goswami. He's the eldest of all Goswamis. So he wrote Brihad Bhagavatamrita. There, this point is there. Our Gurudev used to explain that Gopa Kumar, he got Krishna mantra from his Guru. And his Guru did not tell him what is the meaning of this mantra. Only he said you chant. And then Guru was so much in ecstasy, he left body or he disappeared. Then this Gopa Kumar did not know the meaning. But the meaning is there. Like if I give you seed of like some bean or motor, that is green peas or something, then you don't know what is there, but the form and everything is there already inside. You don't know. But if you cultivate, then that will grow, and ultimately you will see what kind of fruit is there or vegetable is there. You need not know before. It will be revealed if you will cultivate. Like that, he got that mantra, but he did not tell him the meaning. But he was practicing, and that mantra took him to so many places. And for some time he was satisfied, but then he felt some lacking. And then further he went further for like this, until ultimately he came to Vaikuntha. There also he was not fully satisfied. Then Narad directed him, yes, you have to go to Vrindavan. There you can get this object of worship. Madan Gopal is in that mantra. Then he came to Vrindavan by Nama Sankirtan, and he got. Then he was happy. He was fully satisfied. So our Gurudev told, if you get the seed from Brajavasi, from personal associate of Krishna, then that seed will take you to that kind of service. If you take mantra from Varaha Bhagavan worshippers, that sampradaya, then that mantra will take you to Varaha Bhagavan or to Nrishinga or like this. But if you take mantra from Vrindavan, then that will take you to Vrindavan. But Guru said, but you should not stop anywhere. You should go on doing, cultivating mantra, then that will take you. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this Maha Mantra. Is the best. Yesterday I was explaining, you can hear, and with particular meaning. And also he gave also this Krishna mantra, Kam Gayatri, all this, that is to help our Nam Bhajan. But Krishna name, that Nama Sankirtan, that can take you to Vrindavan. There is some long commentary for next verse. So I will start this tomorrow. We'll finish here today. Ram Krishna Vasudeva Jagannatha Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Jagannatha Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Gopinatha Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Gopinatha Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Shri Gauranga Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Shri Gauranga Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Nitananda Hari Hari Ram Krishna Vasudeva Nitananda Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol 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 Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ji ki Jai Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchadatatmak Shri Gaura Hari ki Jai Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Shri Radha Nayananath Ji ki Jai Jai Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai Jai Shri Jagannath Dev ki Jai Jai Patit Pavan Shila Gurudev ki Jai Jai Shila Parang Gurudev ki Jai Jai Shila Prabhupada ki Jai Jai Shri Rupanuga Guruvare ki Jai Jai Shri Panchatattva Prabhu ki Jai Jai Shri Brinda Devi Tulsi Devi ki Jai Jai Sarva Vigna Vinashanakari Shri Nrishingadev ki Jai Jai Shri Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai Jai Shri Purushottam Mas ki Jai Jai Shri Purushottam Vrata ki Jai Jai Vrata Palankari Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai Jai Samagatam Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai Gaur Pramanande Hari Bol. Thank you all. Nand Pranam Hari Bol.